Lenovo Legion Council in Raleigh, North Carolina.
It's Morrisville.
The Lenovo Legion Council in Morrisville, North Carolina, very close to Raleigh, North Carolina.
Just outside of Raleigh, yeah. It's right in that tech triangle.
This is how you do good cinematography. You just videotape over Hardware Canuck's shoulder and get whatever they're getting.
So we first got in there was this really mystic piece of artwork in the lobby.
Like we have all this hardware and then there's like trash can. I don't understand. We got some security cameras up here, painted motherboards. Is that a Kevlar vest over there?
Yeah, that's actually.
Got a globe. What does this mean?
I think I made some like very bougie art comments about it to Tutor.
So you guys thought it was art, but I knew that it's a cryptic message from Lenovo HQ in Beijing.
There's a conspiracy here, guys. We'll figure it out, don't you worry.
By the end of the week, for sure.
Yeah. Mystic numbers and letters. Jehovah in Yiddish.
They brought us to North Carolina to look at a bunch of products and give feedback on what we thought about it.
This Lenovo event, it's much better than I expected. I was expecting this to be like a marketing thing where they come in and they set you down and then they tell you to sit here and listen while they brainwash you with all kinds of like, Lenovo is making awesome things, go tell all your fans and go tell all the audience and go tell all the community that Lenovo is better than all the other companies. But it's not that. We are sitting here looking at all these products and we're doing like basically research and studies and they're taking our opinions into consideration.
They value our feedback and it's important as an audience to have that. So
How much do they pay you to say that?
none.
Like a lot of times they're like, we sponsor you and we want you to say all these things. But no, it's like, we sponsor you because we value you and your community's input and feedback and their opinions. So this is like a new, a lot of good ideas.
They want us to criticize their product as much as we can, which is something that no brands are open to discussion. So,
Very few.
Yeah. Very few.
From the first time they had the council meeting, some of those ideas are actually happening. And they've given them a list from like, okay, the last council meeting, you had these 10 suggestions. We've now implemented those into our products in this way. So it's really cool to see how we're taking like this big brand and helping with community feedback, helping them develop their next products. And it makes us feel like we're a part of this. So that's pretty cool. So
It's nice to feel listened to.
Yeah.
How about a history lesson? So Lenovo took us into one room that just had everything, like all the Lenovo stuff. It was a complete history of what's going on with Lenovo and also Motorola now.
Oh yeah, they had like a whole history of all different kinds of laptops and phones and all different kind of peripherals and things like that they've used over the years and made over the years and all their different innovations and stuff like that. That was really cool to see. I also got to play a Star Wars AR game.
Yeah, everybody got in line for that. That was fun.
They said the word, like, we got in and they were like, oh, we have this Star Wars augmented reality game that people can play. And the minute they said that, I stopped listening to anything else they were saying after.
Like, where's my lightsaber?
But I was like, so Star Wars, okay, you said Star Wars, so I'm going to go Star Wars with the Star Wars. Okay.
And I was like, I'll be over here looking at these old ThinkPads.
This is where IBM kind of started with some laptops, ThinkPads, super thick, disk drive, moving on down. We got PDAs and stuff over here. Oh, there's a clear version we can see. Did really well, sold 10 million. There's the 10 millionth laptop, they didn't sell it. And then, moving on across. Oh yeah. I'm getting to that one. You see where we've come to now? These super sleek Ultrabooks and everything. Still selling really well. Similar design in all of them. And here's the 100 millionth it's sold. No one owns the 100 million, it's right here. One thing that's been constant throughout the years, this little guy right here. I kind of like it. Man, somebody need to come in here and manage these cables. This is the original series, Lenovo Legion gaming PC. It just screams gamer. I mean, it still had some power. They're showing it off with 3 monitors, different games. But you guys can look at this and see how far they've come.
Yeah, so after the couple of days of consulting with Intel and Lenovo, they decided it was like fun time. What do they call this in the corporate world? This is team building.
Yeah.
We did some team building exercises with everybody.
Photo op team building stuff, yeah, because there was definitely a photographer following us around the whole time.
What's this guy doing over here?
Yeah, he'd come up and be like, do you want to do something fun? And he'd be like, no, act natural.
Let me give you my Instagram post, buddy. Like
if you put one leg in front of the other and twist a little bit, it makes you look a lot thinner.
He wasn't chasing us for Instagram, sorry. There were much More beautiful people there. So one thing I really liked about the trip was that we got to go to a couple different arcades, and we're seeing barcades pop up in places all over the country. So we went to Level Up.
Level Up has got a crazy selection of movies here in Raleigh. You want to name them all?
Okay, Footloose,
Predator,
Fast Times at Ridgemont High,
Judge Judy. All right, over here. We got The Shining, right?
Shining,
We got Gremlins.
and
Gremlins over there. Hey, there happens to be a few arcade games here.
Yeah. And then we've
It's a pretty location too, like an old building with some concrete and stuff, but movies,
We got Coming to America,
Evil Dead, Roger Rabbit.
Tank Girl?
No way.
No. No, this is Total Recall.
No, it's not
No,
Total
it's not Total
Recall.
What is this one?
Okay, we're stumped right now. We'll come back to this in a second.
And then
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
What is this one?
Okay, we're stumped on this one right here. What is this?
That last one was Dune.
Dune. How did we miss Dune?
It's been so long since I've seen it.
The movies were amazing, but yeah, the joysticks didn't work, the buttons didn't work.
Half the
It was
machines
like-
weren't on because they were busted and stuff. Like, tell you what, if you are looking for a job and you are good at arcade cabinet repair, go to North Carolina and offer your services and you will make some money.
But what I want to say about the arcades everywhere is I feel like the generation that grew up on arcades is now old enough to like go out and drink and stuff, and they're now old enough to be entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So we're seeing this explosion of barcades everywhere, and video game culture is just going to take over the bars, and I'm happy about that. Next day, they took us to a place called Urban Axis.
Most importantly, there will be 2 people throwing at a time. This means we want to make sure that both axes have been thrown and come to a complete stop.
So Urban Axis is actually a chain. There are several locations throughout the country. It's a hatchet throwery. Yeah. Bullseye's over here. You ain't paying attention. Pay attention to me. What goes better with throwing sharp pieces of metal through the air? Alcohol.
Tried some Carolina beer. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's kombucha infused with like green tea, cayenne, turmeric, all kinds of things that shouldn't go into beer, right? What do we have over here?
This is a green tea, rhubarb, and strawberry cider. Gross. This is really good, but it's super easy to drink. It's
like juice, right?
It's like, yeah, it's like juicy juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about you?
So here is it's a very interesting sour. And you don't really taste the kombucha that much. It just adds to the sour flavor. The cayenne hits me in the back of the throat. This should not be in beer, but it's delicious. So whatever. Anything goes now.
It was fun. Like, I thought it's gonna be more difficult to throw, but it's not actually that difficult. You just need to like know when to release, and you need to like know where to stand, and then it's not that bad.
Lenovo decided to up the stakes. I thought we were just going to go there and hang out and throw some axes at some targets and like be like, oh, this was fun. But Lenovo came up and said, no, we're doing a tournament, and the winner gets a Lenovo Legion laptop.
To give to their community. Yeah.
I guess you guys didn't deserve it.
Yeah,
You
we didn't
didn't-
want it bad enough. We didn't want it for you guys bad enough, so we
No, come on.
we pulled our axe throws a little bit.
I almost had this. So I almost got eliminated by Kitty, right? I beat her by 1 point at the last second, right? So she was tough. So Mike, as you guys may know online, is wicked. He was doing really well, but then the lightning round, he just had a couple
choked,
bets.
yeah.
It's like, and so he didn't even get to compete. I was worried about him, and then I was like,
he even said going into it, like, watch, I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna choke in the last round. Like,
So,
but I really liked axe throwing. It felt very like primal and satisfying to like chuck an axe down thing. It made you feel very D&D adventure kind of stuff. Like,
I know.
it was.
I came back to town and I was like, let's look up axe throwing places and go through axes. And I realized, wait a minute, we could just go buy an axe
Set up a place in the woods.
and just go out to the woods.
Yeah.
It came down to me and Bass Gamer, right? And I would have won, but Bass Gamer was really tough, and my last shot bounced off the bullseye, didn't stick. So Bass Gamer went on, and he was up against Tudor, which is the Romanian technology guru. It was a really close game. Tudor nailed a bullseye to finish it off, and forced Bass Gamer to have to go for clutch. So you tell them what that is.
So this was the 3-ring target rule, and above them there's 2 little green dots, and those dots are called the clutch, which is an actual term for, like, in both versions of axe throwing, it's an acceptable thing. And so that clutch is if you call that clutch point, that little tiny circle, and then manage to hit it with an axe, you gain the most points possible. 7.
As opposed to 5 for a bullseye.
Yeah.
But you have to call it first. You can't just, if you hit clutch and if you hit the green dot and you don't call it, 0 point. And look how close he got. Like, look at that.
So,
It was really close. Tudor won the laptop for his audience, so congratulations to Tudor. It was a hell of a nice axe throw to end it out.
Yeah.
It looks pretty.
I think he hustled us a little bit. You know that guy's out there throwing axes in the woods of Romania somewhere. Just like, he's got his own custom ones for curving throws and stuff like that.
Deer see him coming, they're like, oh, get the hell out of here.
It is time to check out Augmentally Labs. Take Bitcoin. Pretty freaking cool.
Do we have anything like this around here? I feel like we need something. It was actually a lot of fun. I discovered one of the most fun things about virtual reality is not playing, but sitting back and watching people flail.
Yeah,
having a drink and just watching everybody flail around.
That always seems way more entertaining to me, is watching everybody else react to it instead of actually being the one.
Especially getting everybody on the game Creed and just watching them box.
Oh my god.
And this reminds me, if you guys are playing a boxing game, be sure to calibrate it for your height. If someone taller than you plays it first and you put it on, and it's not calibrated for your height, the system's going to think that you're crouching the entire time.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, but it's very difficult.
Yeah.
This is my favorite part of the whole thing, is like watching them play this.
I gotta tell you, that Creed game, so I played the Creed game. I played it against Vanessa. She was our marketing person from Callus that was kind of overseeing us the whole time, like the best camp counselor that we've ever had and stuff. But I actually got into a boxing match with her, and we went 12 rounds.
And I'm not allowed to say the things she was saying to you.
No, it was...
She was like, no, that can't go on the air.
Yeah.
All of her taunting, her trash talking.
Yeah, it went from being like this really nice person that was just very like, okay, we're gonna do this next stuff, and then she got the gloves on and everything, and it was just like, whoa, what Pandora's box have I opened here? I have been in actual fights that were not as exhausting.
Fights are not usually that long, and I'm just gonna say right now, do not mess with Asian women in this game.
No,
like they're. Like Kitty was trying to step on people.
Kitty was trying to curb stomp people and stuff. Which
Tudor's over there.
Tudor
was over there fighting, and she's like, she's got her thing. She's got the stuff in her hands.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't even have sensors on your feet, but she doesn't care. He's on the ground. She's trying to jump on his head.
She was like just throwing punches out and stuff. It was ridiculous. The only thing that kind of seemed a little silly for me in Creed was to move around. You have to hold down a button and like shake your controllers a little bit. So everyone kind of moved like they were in Team America. Like they all kind of like,
yeah, look,
your boxers just kind of scurried at each other. It was
kind of funny. I really enjoyed playing some VR games. Super Hot should be VR and nothing else. It was so good in VR. If you guys have not tried it in VR, try it out. You know, I might not be playing VR games at home that often, but if there was a place like this to go and hang out and play VR games, I would be there.
So then the following day was all taking place at a place called Frankie's Fun Park.
Kind of like a Dave & Buster's.
Yeah.
If you've ever been. Very normal mainstream arcade, you know.
We got really excited because we were like, oh boy, another arcade. Like, let's go. I hope they have the X-Men arcade game there and stuff like that. And, you know, we were going to get some free tokens to play with and everything. And every game there was a take your money game.
Right, it felt like more of a carnival, a digital carnival.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the modern arcades, there are some new cool arcade games coming out, but a lot of them are just like, hey, we've got a mobile game, we can adapt that for the arcades.
Yeah, there was like Fruit Ninja and all that other crap, but there was like the fidget spinner game. Somehow that existed.
Hey, but the go-karts were fun.
Yeah, the go-karts. So
we don't have any video footage of that.
No, there should be some somewhere maybe. I don't know, but I definitely.
I don't think I got any because we were driving and I was like, I'm just having fun today.
I definitely ran Nagura off the road.
I don't know how they drive in Tyrol, but
totally had it coming. There was also laser tag.
I don't have any footage of that either.
Quick hint for laser tag: if ever you're going into a laser tag thing with a group of people, be on the team that has the kids on it. Kids are like little, like MI6, like super military forces. The kids on our team were like strike commandos.
Plus, not to mention that they're all
low to the ground.
They're all odd job.
Yeah.
So You've got like 90 odd jobs on your team. The other team can't handle it.
Yeah.
So, look at watch the rooms and be like, go in the room with all the kids. All right. So I want to say thank you to Lenovo and thank you to Intel for hosting this council. It was a lot of fun.
Because having a focus group and getting different opinions from actual gamers and people who are in this culture is extremely important, because then they can make products that we want and products that are for us, instead of trying to make something and then trying to market it to us. You know, like, you guys need this, you guys need this. Do we need this? Now we can tell you what we need. Other companies, this is what you should do. Instead of bringing us to like events and then like showing us all your stuff and trying to brainwash us with marketing, this was not that. Tell us if it's good, tell us if it sucks, and we will listen, and they did, and it was amazing. So other companies, do this. No more marketing brainwashing bullshit. This is awesome. Thanks Lenovo, Legion, and thanks Intel for having us out here. We'll see you next time.
One more time.
Okay.